Hi everyone, my name is Katie and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos all about mindful shopping and timeless style, so if that sounds like something you'd be into, I hope you will subscribe using the button down below. Today we're going to be talking about a challenge that I've set myself for the next 12 or 13 months that's hopefully going to improve my shopping choices and help me build a dream wardrobe. So if you are anything like me and you enjoy building a small but timeless, high quality wardrobe that you can enjoy for years and years, then this video will be interesting to you and you may even want to join me in doing this fashion challenge as well. So cutting straight to the point, the challenge is to buy one new item of clothing every month for the next 12-13 months, so until the end of 2022. I'll be setting myself a budget for each month, a certain amount I can spend on this one item of clothing, and I'm not allowed to go over that. In terms of the actual budget I'm going to use, I think I'm going to go with £200 a month. That seems reasonable to me. It seems like an affordable amount that I can achieve while also achieving and working towards my other financial goals, but also being able to choose from higher quality, well-designed pieces that ultimately I want my wardrobe to consist of. So I'm going to talk you through the rules that I've set myself for the challenge, and then I'm going to go into the why I've decided to do this, what I hope to achieve from it, and then finally I'll talk to you about what you can expect on my channel going forward. So the rules of the challenge. They're relatively simple, but there are a few caveats that I wanted to make clear. So the first rule is what the challenge is all about. I can buy one new item of clothing every month and there will be a budget that I'll need to stick to. That budget is probably going to be £200 a month, but I will update you in the future if that changes before the official start of the challenge, which is December 1st, but I think this video is going up just a couple of days before then. Now, if you do want to join me in this challenge, you'll need to decide on your own budget because your budget may be different to mine. It's all about what you can afford, and that is very personal to you, what your lifestyle is like, how many expenses you have, your age, your income, your responsibilities, and how much you feel comfortable spending on your wardrobe. Your budget might be much lower than mine. It might be £30, £50, £100 a month, or it might be much, much higher than mine, say £500 a month. There's nothing wrong with whatever budget you decide to choose as long as it is truly affordable to you. I am reluctant to give prescriptive rules around how to set your budget because it is so personal, but a general rule of thumb, I think, if you want to invest in your wardrobe, have high quality pieces, well-designed luxury feeling pieces, then I think about 5 to a maximum of 10% of your total income is a reasonable amount to spend. Again, take that with a pinch of salt. That may be far too much for you if you have a lot of outgoings, or it may not be enough if you have a very high income, for example. I think around the 5% mark is a good place to start, and that is kind of what I have used as my rough starting point, but again, really take a look at your own finances and see what realistically would be achievable for you. The second rule of the challenge is that the budget can be rolled over. So for example, if I wanted to buy something that was £400, I could not buy anything for 1 month, roll over that month's £200 and have £400 to spend on an item the following month. In a similar way, if I decided 1 month that actually the thing I really wanted to invest in was a high quality t-shirt that was only actually going to cost me £30–40, then that remaining £160, say, could be rolled over to the following month. The main goal is to only actually purchase one item of clothing and to not go above the budget, but if I do come under budget, that can be rolled over, and that allows me to buy more expensive things as well as cheaper things as well. So it gives me that flexibility and I don't have to be too prescriptive about the level of items I'm buying each month. The third rule is in regards to thrifting. Now, I've recently got more and more into thrifting and I'm really enjoying it as a more sustainable way to shop and a more purse-friendly way to shop as well. So I am going to allow myself to thrift items. However, the caveat is that it has to come out of the same budget. So I have that £200 a month to spend. If I want to thrift, say I want to buy a £50 jumper from Depop, then that will be taken out of my £200 a month budget, and therefore that month I'll only have £150 to spend on the new item of my choosing. I can thrift multiple items, but I can't go over that £200. If I spent all of that £200 thrifting, I wouldn't have an opportunity to buy a new item that month. I hope that makes sense. My reasoning behind this is that I do want to limit new items that are coming into my wardrobe from a sustainability point of view and also from a financial point of view. Thrifting is obviously less harmful to the planet and to my wallet. So I'm prepared to be a little bit more flexible in terms of the number of items if they have been thrifted, but I don't want to go over that overall budget for the month and for the year. The fourth rule is all about selling and reinvesting. So I may make mistakes during this challenge. I may spend my £200 on an item I think I want or I think I like, and actually a couple of the months down the line realise that I've made a mistake. Now, one of the main whys behind this challenge is to reduce the amount of fashion mistakes I'm making and the amount of money I'm wasting on items that actually don't fit within my wardrobe or don't fit my personal style. However, inevitably, I may still make mistakes. So I am allowing myself to sell any items I no longer want and reinvest that money into my wardrobe. This money can be added to my monthly budget. So for example, if I sold something for £50, I could add that to the 200 to make my total budget for that month £250, or I could use the profits from the selling to buy an additional item. I can either choose to sell things that I've bought this year as part of the challenge. Hopefully that won't happen because I'll be making really mindful choices, or more likely I can sell things that are already existing in my wardrobe that no longer spark joy. I feel like that probably will crop up occasionally as I add higher quality, more luxurious pieces that I'm spending more money on each individual item. Some of the items that are currently in my wardrobe that are from fast fashion brands will probably become less appealing, and I may want to sell them and put the profits to higher quality items. So the fifth rule is simply to dictate what is and isn't included in the challenge. This will be personal to you, but for me personally, I'm talking about all the clothes that I consider to be part of my main wardrobe. So I'm talking tops, bottoms, dresses, coats, jackets, jeans, and bags. Those are the main items that are included in this challenge. I'm not including accessories, things like belts, scarves, hats, jewelry, because I don't tend to buy those very often and I don't really see the need in limiting my purchases of those. I only buy them when there's something I really love or there's a glaring gap in my wardrobe. The other thing I'm not including are shoes, because similarly, I very rarely buy shoes. I have most of the shoes that I could want or need, and I don't see myself buying more than a couple of pairs throughout the next year. I'm also not including loungewear, pajamas, activewear and dog walking clothes because I see those as kind of a separate wardrobe. This is really all about my fashion wardrobe, the clothes that I like to wear on a day-to-day basis to feel good, rather than the clothes I wear for very practical purposes. And the final rule, the sixth rule, is quite specific to me, but it's all about this YouTube channel and the content I make on here. Now this challenge will be part of my content moving forward. I'll be making videos about what I think I might buy with my monthly budget and what I do end up buying, what I wanted to buy but didn't, all those kinds of things, updating you on my thought processes and my progress throughout the year. But obviously also I'll want to make other content for you as well. So I will still be doing fashion content in other ways. I'll be doing my collection reviews, Suzanne come shop with me's, all those kinds of things without physically buying items. I also may work with brands to collaborate on videos where they may send me clothes, and that obviously won't be included in my 12 items for the year. And very occasionally I will also go into store and try things on to review for you, and maybe also order things into my home to make videos on and then return. Obviously, I don't want to be doing that too much because it's not the most sustainable thing to do, but if I decide that the benefits outweigh the cons, if many of you are asking for me to review a particular brand or a particular item, for example, I'll continue my Mid-Sized Girl Tries series, then I will do those because I feel like the information that I'm giving you outweighs the cons of me placing that one order, but those things won't become permanent parts of my collection unless I decide to use my monthly budget to purchase one of them. I think those are all of the rules. I will update you in a future video if I decide to add or change any of these, but I'm pretty sure that this is basically the basis of the challenge that I'm going to follow for the next 13 months. And I'm going to document it all for you on this channel. And finally, I want to talk to you a little bit about the why behind this, why I've come to this conclusion, why I want to change some of my shopping habits, and what you can expect going forward on my channel. So my main why is I want to build up a wardrobe where I love and I enjoy every single item in it, and I feel good and comfortable in every item. I do have many of those things in my wardrobe now, as I've drastically reduced my shopping habits over the last couple of years, and I only now shop from brands that make higher quality items. But there are some brands and independent designers and things that I see that are just a little bit out of my price range at the moment because of how much I buy. I can't afford to spend £200 on one item if I'm buying 3 items in a month. Whereas if I only buy one item, I can afford to put that £200 towards just one item. And that opens up so many more clothes to me, so many more higher quality, well-designed, luxurious pieces that I can fill my wardrobe with slowly. I was thinking about this and I was worrying that only buying 12 new items in a year is going to be really daunting and not feel like I have enough clothes to wear. But then I was thinking that I'm 26, I'm almost 27. If I did this every year until I was 30, I'd add about 36 high quality, luxurious new items to my wardrobe. And that is basically a full capsule wardrobe. That is all I could really want. If I stick to timeless designs that aren't trend-led, I'm going to still love those pieces and they're still going to be of a high quality and not too worn in 3 years when I am 30, then I'm still going to be able to wear them and love them regularly. So that really appealed to me, reaching the age of 30 with this high quality, luxurious wardrobe full of well-chosen pieces that I've really spent time deciding on and choosing and making sure I'm not impulse buying things that are only going to last for a few months or I'm going to get bored of. So that is my ultimate goal, is to reach that age of 30 and have that, and this is the way I'm going to do it, at least for the next 12 months. If I find it's not working or I want to change things up slightly, I can do that after the next year, but until then I think this is a good method of doing it. I think many of you will feel similarly to me, that you want to reduce those impulse purchases. You hate that feeling of wasting money and wasting resources on this finite planet, and if we can stop doing that by actually stopping to think and spending more on less, I think it is a fantastic way to get the best of both worlds, to enjoy fashion, to love the clothes we wear, but also to love our planet. So what can you expect from my channel going forward? Well, I'm going to document this whole journey for you. The highs, the lows, my thought processes, my purchases, the things that I wanted but didn't end up purchasing, the things I'm lusting after, the internal battles I'm going through while I do this. And I hope you'll enjoy watching that and following the journey with me. There will still be loads of other content on my channel, styling content, capsule wardrobe content, my thoughts on new collections, Suzanne reviews, all that kind of thing. And as I said, I will occasionally buy things for the purposes of reviewing for you, particularly if you have specific requests for me. So don't worry, those videos won't be going anywhere either. I'm just going to be more considered about the things I actually purchase to include as permanent items in my wardrobe. If you want to do this with me, I would absolutely love to have a small community of you join me in this. I think it would be really helpful to have people to talk to about this and to share experiences with. I think I'm going to use a hashtag to document all of this on YouTube and on Instagram as well. I think I will use the hashtag 12 in 2022. I'll put it on the screen now. So if you do want to join me, then comment down below and tell me that you're joining, and also use the hashtag on Instagram to document your processes, your thoughts, your purchases, all that good stuff. In the next few weeks, I'm going to do a complete review of my current wardrobe and catalogue everything, count up how many items I have in each category, and figure out where the glaring gaps are, and I can use that to build a list of things that I may want to purchase over the next year. So I really am filling the gaps accordingly and not just buying things because they look pretty or they catch my eye at one specific moment in time. There'll be a video coming your way cataloguing my wardrobe, but there'll also be a video of me making a list for the upcoming year and probably a declutter of a few of the items that I'm really not liking anymore. We'll then move into my first purchase of December. I'll talk you through the process behind that and I'll review it when it comes in, and we'll do that as well moving forward into the new year. So do like this video if you enjoyed it, if you're excited for the challenge, if you're excited to either just follow along with me and watch my journey or join in yourselves, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with anything that I post. Turn the bell notification on if you want to be notified about my next video, particularly in this series, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!